Right, yo, it's Underground Rap News. Today we're here interviewing Paradoux. We're just gonna jump right into it. The first question I have for you is, how did you come up with your artist name?
Um, Coming up with Paradox. Originally, my name was Waterboy, like way back in the day, and I really like the word paradise. And I was like, well, what's the opposite of paradise? The actual word is a paradox, which is the opposite of something. So let me put a little U, switch the words around, and then became a paradox.
Hmm. All right. What city are you from?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas, 210.
You lived there your whole life?
Hell yeah, born and raised.
All right. So, how old are you right now?
Currently, it was just my birthday, like 3 days ago
Ah,
ish.
forgot
No,
to wish you a
so
happy
I'm 20.
birthday.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, bro. I'm 22 now, bro.
All right. All right. So, how would you describe your childhood?
Um, Very adventurous. I was always doing shit, doing stupid nigga shit, always just kind of finding things that I love to do. And music has always been kind of in the back burner of everything that I did. Like it was always a big motivation for my upbringing.
All right. So, how did you really get into music?
Um, I think my first exposure to music of like really like being behind like hands behind it was in middle school when I did orchestra for the first time. I wanted to do the bass, but like I was short at that time, so I really couldn't, be the bass. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do the violin. And for 6 years till junior year of my high school, I was always in orchestra every year. So I was just constantly around music and learning music from a very primal state and just always just finding my own little sound that I really love and just having, when Spotify was just coming out and just always constantly being around it.
So, what artists would you say you're most inspired by?
My big inspiration is Tyler Creator. That he's my biggest inspiration. Him
Mhm.
and Kanye, just because they're very creative and they really challenge what music is and help push music forward. And I think my goal as an artist is to continue to push music forward and to just kind of bend the rules of what music is and what it can be.
Sure. So, what's the story behind how you came up with your first song and what all that looked like?
It was probably 2018. There was a lot going on, around that time. Put it in the song of Mikola Zone of the my newest mixtape that's out currently. I was really just making beats on FL Trial. I downloaded off his phone, hanging out, made my first beat, and I was like, damn, like this is, I can really do this. So then at the time I had an Android, so I didn't have GarageBand on the iPhone and all that. So if I had my homeboy's phone, I'll probably try to make some beats on his phone while we at lunch. I'll try to find apps I can download on my Android and just make something. I was always just trying to create something all the time and just always being in the orchestra and all that kind of just circulate to my artistry that's now.
So, when did you officially release your first song?
Originally released first song was probably May when quarantine happened of 2020.
Mhm.
I think it was called Shit Hurts. It's on my SoundCloud. That was made on my phone when I just got an iPhone. So I just had a GarageBand and I was in my closet just making just freestyling shit in a little bitty ass space, just like this, just in my little closet, just recording on my little Apple mic.
So, from the time when you made that first song up until now, what are some of the biggest challenges you've overcome in your career, and what did you do to overcome them?
My biggest challenge is probably been uh criticism. That's probably been my biggest thing. Because everybody for music, everything is so subjective musically. Like everyone's not gonna like what everybody likes. And I think that's the beauty of what music is that there's so many different people that like different types of music
Yeah,
and trying to
exactly.
find an audience that, likes what you do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people
Mhm.
get very deterred when they receive hate. So when I first coming up and making these songs on my phone and trying to really express myself musically, it was always met with a lot of hate. And I guess during that time, there's people that wanted to really push me to do better. And because I was receiving so much hate, I took their criticism as hate. So I got so much in my own bubble of making what I only wanted to make and not really caring what other people think of what I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, or what they
Yeah.
expect me to make. So I always kept just trying to just do me. And after a while, being able to take criticism for the people that want the best for me, it really helped me transform as an artist and become, who I am currently, because I'm able to cater to what an audience may want me to hear, and also just doing what I really want to do, you know what I'm saying? And kind of surprising whoever listens to this shit, because I'm always gonna make different shit all the time. I'm not really gonna make the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm. All right. So, what were some of the biggest things that you did to help you get to where you are now?
I think having a great support system musically, having a lot of confidence in myself, I think that's one of the bigger ones too. And not being
Sure.
scared to make music. I see a lot of people now, they're very kind of scared to push themselves out there because they want their product of music to be so perfect. And it's like, well, you understand this can't be perfect all the time. You got to be okay with that, because once you release it, now you have people telling you, hey, try doing this. Hey, try doing that. Hey, I really love you doing this. So now you go back in the studio with all that feedback, all that criticism, and now you're constantly growing as an artist and you're expanding what you can do. So I think just having that confidence and not being so narrow minded in my musical journey, and letting anybody listen to my shit and anybody say what they want to say about it, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, for sure. I agree that a lot of artists do need to start just making music that they're passionate about because regardless of what you do, people are always going to hate on it. So I always tell people just do it, make music that you love. But
Mm-hmm.
next question I have for you is how did your friends and family react when you first started making music?
I think it was met with a lot of friction, because everybody knew I always did music since, the background of me constantly being around it. So it wasn't that it was like this crazy thing, but to me to tell them like, hey, I don't want to do what I'm doing currently and I want to put all my dedication to music. It was obvious. It was always met with some friction because they didn't know what to expect from me, especially, always moving on and my journey as an artist. And they're like, they're kind of worried, like, well, Dre, you've been doing this for woo, 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 woo. We don't know, what's going to happen, but I'm constantly getting better and I'm always studying. I'm always a student to this game, regardless of my progress as an artist. So I'm always trying to study and improve. So once they kind of start seeing like, okay, he's learning, he's really growing, he's taking our criticism, he's making really good music that they enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Then that support start coming in. But I think the whole time they always have faith in me, which I always appreciate.
All right. So, what's been your favorite moment in your career so far?
I think my favorite moment probably have to be in this whole process of this current mixtape that's out right now. And just that whole process of it was been the recording started from February of last year till December of, last month. And just seeing how much I've grown as a person, as a man, and as an artist, and seeing all these different places I went to because of my music, and people that I was able to actually reach through my music. And I'm not even in a position where I'm even satisfied yet. You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning of what I'm doing. And just to see, I have the opportunity to even be here talking. You know, if you would have told me the beginning of 2023 that I would be in this position with all these people enjoying my, mixtape, it's like, damn, like just wouldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just this whole little gap has been just very extraordinary for me. Like, just very wonderful.
Mhm. All right. So, the next question I'm going to ask you is what's been your biggest achievement in your career besides the numbers? Because when you ask most people this question, they'll say hitting this amount of streams, selling this amount of tickets, but I want to know what's been your biggest achievement besides the numbers.
I'm very production is like my like forte. Like, I will be a master at production. So I think my biggest achievement, I don't necessarily look at it as an achievement because my achievement is being really, really big to a point where I'm making money from this shit. But currently, like what I'm most joyous about is where my production is at. Because
Mhm.
again, I remember being on everybody's phone trying to make beats. You know what I'm saying? They came out ass, but and I only have 30 minutes to make something, not know what I'm doing. Till now, I'm making beats where people are asking me for all these beats, but I'm being stingy because what I'm saying, I know I can give it justice, but everybody's trying to see what I'm cooking up, and I think just having that notoriety over my production is the something I really, really cherish.
So, what are you working on right now in your career? Do you have any new music in the works?
I'm always working on new music. And I think now because of this tape dropping, it gave me a whole new boost of like drive to like I gotta really, really keep my foot on the pedal.
Mhm.
And I think currently I'm really focusing on the marketing side and business side of music because there's so much creativity that you can pour inside the marketing side, and then not just, hey, go listen to my song, hey, my song's out. It's like people want to be able to connect with the songs that you're putting out. So
Yeah,
if you're able to
exactly.
give, your audience a feeling, then I think that's just a very beautiful thing. So now there's something that they can attach themselves to their favorite song. So I think just really just opening my whole world to that business side and music video, cinematography, and just everything of that nature. Just I guess things that kind of center around the actual music itself.
All right. So, my next question is, do you fully support yourself off music, or do you have a job right now?
I currently have a job right now.
All right. What do you do for a living?
Huh?
What do you do for your job?
Right now I work at a restaurant.
All right. Are you a chef or a waiter?
Hell yeah, I'm a chef. I be whipping it up in the back and shit. You know what I'm
All right.
saying?
Okay. Okay. All right. So, my next question is, what's your plan on how you're gonna continue elevating and continue evolving as an artist?
I think currently my plans are to go back to school, get my little degree, stack my bread, and just kind of greater my chances of success as an artist. I think a mindset I had back in last year was that I was gonna make it big off this rap, or having a whole bunch of rap money. But learning about again, diving into this music industry and understanding what really goes into marketing, what really goes in the minds of artists that are making livings off this is like they have so many other things going on outside of their own music. So for a lot of these artists, that music may be a hobby, but their main source of income isn't them going to shows and their label giving them advance money. I think understanding that really make me want to go into different avenues of just probably doing my own fashion and trying to find other side hustles that can generate me wealth to go right into the music. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have great music, people are going to gravitate toward it regardless. So I think I really shouldn't. I never really stress the money that's coming in through my music. It's just okay. Can I get all these other things around me going, and that's going to directly translate to the music, and then the music already growing by itself. It's already its own flower. So everything, your whole garden is thriving.
So, my next question is, would you ever sign to a label? And if you were to sign to a label, what would that ideal contract need to look like?
Um, if I had the, I guess if I were to sign to a label, I don't know. Um, I wouldn't mind signing to a label, but I do understand what goes on into that label because everyone that works under a label, they have their own kids to feed. They got their own paper they got to make. And even though you're not the main star in their label, you got to turn them off some profit. So if it were just to me, I would try to have a independent distributor, something of that nature to where I can get my own royalties, still be able to help them get their paper and just having a good team that I can trust that, I'm making my own paper on the side and still helping them make their own money and still be able to generate wealth through my music that I have ownership of. And, seeing a lot of labels, they'll keep an artist song for so many years because they have to pay out their advance and they can't pay out their advance because their advance was so high. They probably got a 250K advance, but they owe back 1 mil. So they did two album sales that probably generated more than $1 million, but that doesn't go to their advance. That's money that's just in their pocket. That's so that the label people that working in that label can feed their families. So now these artists are stuck to a label because now they're stuck 4 or 5 albums deep, and now they got to pull up another advance from these people so they, what I'm saying, can sustain their life. Because now they in a whole different tax bracket.
Yeah.
So I think it'll probably be like a one for me. It'll probably be like a 1 album deal. I wouldn't have an A&R, so I can put what I want to make, and just have to trust my ideas and trust what I'm doing, and just keep, they can keep my masters for 5 years. After that, I own the masters after 5 years.
All right.
Make their money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, who are some artists you want to collab with one day in your career?
Um, Obviously, Tyler the Creator, that's obvious. But I'm always studying music, so there's always like genres I'm always looking at. So like currently, a really big artist that I'm having rotation is Cleo Soul. She's a
Mhm.
neo R&B artist. I would love to just work with her, and I'm just been studying her. Someone that's been on my radar that I've been studying is Saba. He's an amazing artist as well. Um, Kind of think on top of my head. Kanye, if he, he's cooling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Have Kanye go crazy. Uh, J. Cole, obviously that's got to be somebody. It's just I don't know that just producers as well. I would love to work with Ninth Wonder. That would be an amazing producer I can work with. The Alchemist as well. Just have like a little quick EP with him. That should be fucking tough, boy. On some cool ass samples. Oh yeah, I'm spazzing, bro.
Right. So, who's your favorite artist you've collabed with so far?
Um, I wouldn't say I have a favorite artist because every artist I really work with is always a relationship built with that, and I don't like to just work with random artists. I like
Mhm.
to really have a relationship with who I'm working with, so I understand what you're doing musically, what is your goal with music, and just be have a really good business partner relationship.
Yeah.
So I think almost everybody I work with, just because they're all great business partners and great people that I can go to musically, and they give me criticism and we give each other criticism, so we can all, what I'm saying, grow in this crazy ass game, bro.
Mhm. Okay. So, next question I have for you is what are some of your goals for the rest of your life after you blow up? So after you're already getting millions of streams, you've already bought everything you could ever want, you're selling out stadiums. What's next for you in your life after you've already taken over the whole rap scene?
I think I would love to do some symphonies. That's something that's just really like if I can just write on some Beethoven moon, like just some crazy shit. I think
Mhm.
doing shit like that and just helping other artists that that will be in my position, just to help them get like oh shit, to help them get a kick in the right direction,
Yeah.
and just, I guess, kind of building a community for a lot of these underground artists, because there's so many of us doing this shit, and there's
Mhm.
always kind of tiers of like a lot of artists that I meet that aren't gonna go to this next level with me, or they may surpass me even faster and shit. So I guess just having a community to kind of keep everybody, what I'm saying, not so a lot of these artists don't feel so alone. I think kind of just putting money into shit like that. So what I'm saying. So it feels more organic, and a lot of these artists in these kind of little ass towns can reach out to artists all the way in goddamn Los Angeles or something.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, we've learned about your career. Now I'm going to ask you some personal questions to let your fans get to know you as a person a little bit better. So, do you have any hobbies outside of music?
I love fashion. That's my biggest thing in fashion. I've been really big into fitness these past couple months.
Mhm.
I love cooking. What I'm saying, I'm a chef in this whole and in the stew. I love reading. That's how I can get my vocabulary up. I think reading is very important. Um, what else do I be doing? I've been playing video games. I was just on a game like 30 minutes ago before I came in this motherfucker.
What were you playing?
Uh, I like going outside doing stupid nigga shit.
Yeah,
Since I was a kid, I just love doing dumb nigga. I just love being outside, running around like an idiot. That shit's fun.
yeah. All right. So you said you like to play video games. What are some of your favorite games to play?
Right now, it's Minecraft. I
Yeah.
have my little Minecraft syndrome right now. My Overwatch 2, even though it's been going in the shitter, I be I be holding on, bro. Cause shit
Mhm.
still be fun. Um, GTA, I love me some GTA, bro. I be grinding on that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, same.
And and then there's two more. There's Terraria, that's like Minecraft, but that shit hard. And then my single player game is a single player game called Tales of Arise. That shit, bro. That shit is hard, bro. That shit is hard, bro. For a video game, that shit's tough.
So you also said you're into fashion. What are some of your favorite clothing brands right now?
Favorite currently is my homeboy's brand. His name's KD. It's Go Getters. You know what I'm saying? Go shop with him, gogetters.com. Outside of his shit, I love Obey. I love Who Decided War. I've been really like just studying their fashion. I was just shopping for clothes today too. Um, can't think. Aries. Aries is something I really fuck with. Their hoodies, they don't have the little pocket. Them hoes is tough, and I love the fabric. Helmet Lane. Helmet Lane is very very nice too. Um, Let me think. Lacoste. I love me some Lacoste. Little, they did a collab with Golf Lafur. Shit's beautiful, bro. And then Golf Lafur. That shit's tough as hell, bro.
All right. So my next question is, what's your average daily routine look like right now?
My day to day routine. Uh, Usually I'll get up, I'll read. Um, if I have a time, I'll always meditate, and then I'll come in here, make some beats, make a song, or be outside writing. Before I go to work, I'll try to get some relaxation time. Just watch me some anime, play me some games, go to work, get off work, go work out, and then when I get out of work, or when I get done working out, I'm either making beats or I'm relaxing playing the game.
All right. So my next question for you is, what's your biggest red flag in a girl?
My biggest red flag in a girl, that's hard to not be fucking with no females. Let me see. Damn. I don't know. I really got really red flags. I'm
Not,
trying. Let
there's
me.
like nothing that like a girl could do to like turn you off. Like when you look, if a girl does something, like there's nothing that you can picture that would make you just like steer clear of her or be like lose interest in her.
Nah, because I'll probably say too many guy friends if I have to say something,
Yeah, for
or
sure.
like how like kind of
That's a big
how
one.
their relationship is with their guy friends. Because they be cool and they know their boundaries, but some they be doing a little too much, bro. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
chill,
that's
bro, chill.
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what's the biggest green flag in a girl for you?
Green flag, accepting me for all my weirdness and shit, and
Mhm.
understanding me.
Yeah, that's definitely important.
You
All
know what I'm
right,
saying?
so what's your type looks wise?
Look, I don't really have preference shit. You just catch my eye, like you just, you know what I'm saying. If I'm in the goddamn library and you just looking like you looking, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna holler at you for it.
All right, so do you like any sports?
So that one was on
Do you like any sports?
sports. I love football and basketball.
Mhm.
That shit's fire.
Uh, so you said you like to cook. What are some of your favorite foods?
Lately, I've been cooking chili all the time, bro. Chili is
Mhm.
very inexpensive, and you get great protein, great fibers. You know what I'm saying? And it's natural shit that you eat. And it's not no shit from the stove or fast food. Uh, breakfast. Breakfast is like meals of champions, bro. I can eat that shit for dinner, lunch, midnight snack, bro. Like there ain't nothing better than no motherfucking breakfast, bro. And pancakes. At all the breakfast, pancakes is undefeated, bro. Shit's amazing.
All right. All right. So the next question I have for you is, what are some of your dream cars that you want to buy after you get rich?
Any dream cars?
Yeah.
This sounds very stereotypical, but I'm gonna say a 2018 uh Dodge Hellcat. That shit's I gotta get it for the culture, bro.
Yeah.
But
Would you
besides,
get the Challenger or the Charger?
oh the Challenger. The Challenger is
Mhm.
just that shit wide body Challenger, that shit fire, bro.
Yeah. What color are you
I'll probably
thinking?
um damn, I can't even think of the car, bro. M8 BMW, that shit's fucking beautiful, bro. I gotta have
Yeah.
some shit like those.
Yeah, those are nice.
Jeep Grand Wagoneer. I got it. That's big body, bro. You moving in a big
Yeah.
body like I'm the fucking president. You know what I'm saying? That shit hard.
Yeah.
And to stay on Jeeps, I'll say the newest Grand Cherokee, bro, because them hoes be pushing. Or a Trackhawk. Oh yeah, I'm moving 100, 133 and a 50, bro.
Yeah. All right. So what kind of car do you currently have right now?
I currently have '03 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
All right. So the last question I have for you before we wrap things up is, do you have any advice for any other artists who are trying to get to your level?
Um, I think, like I said before, confidence. Like, because confidence is such a broad topic when it comes to just everything. Like confidence, what you're doing, confidence in the studio, out the studio, necking, just everything. Just have that confidence. Don't be scared to make a bad song. Don't be scared to release something that you know people aren't gonna like. I think, like, again, people get so hung up on trying to be like somebody else because they know there's already a market there, and no one's trying to make their own lane because there's so much uncertainty being in that lane. You know, it's not you're not promised this audience that you're gonna get because you're making something so different. And I think a lot of people don't have the confidence to do something like that. But I'm like, if you have the confidence, like you're making your own lane, you can't really be copied like that.
Yeah,
So not
exactly.
everybody, they go to you because you're making the shit. You know what I'm saying? When you make the best burgers and the niggas trying to copy you, they can't copy you because you make the best shit. You were the first one to do it.
Mhm.
So I think just have that confidence, bro. Don't be so scared to release it. Don't be so scared to express your passion because your passion is uniquely you. That was make you you. Everybody has a passion. Don't be scared to express the shit.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, looks like that's everything for today. Make sure y'all go check out Paradox's music. And if you want to be interviewed next, just send me a DM on Instagram. Or if you need Instagram promo, DM my promo page at underground rap news underscore. And thank you for watching.
Hell yeah, bro.